Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is WPGN, and today is kind of a rant, but we're going to be discussing a few recent happenings, along with a few things that have happened in the past concerning a couple of game companies that we used to love, but have lost love for over the recent or past few years. So, we're going to begin with Blizzard Entertainment, or as it's now known, Activision Blizzard. So apparently, Jeff Kaplan, the overseer of Overwatch, sat down with a couple of streamers. I believe it was Emong or Emong G. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, and so if I mispronounce it, I apologize. As well as Fran. Again, don't know how you pronounce it, so if I mispronounce it, I apologize. But discussed the state of the game with them. And one of the things that was discussed and even agreed upon is that they feel that there needs to be forced roles in ranked or competitive play for Overwatch matches, which means you can't have 4 DPS anymore. You can't have 3 healers anymore. You will probably have to have 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPSs. They believe that this will promote a more even gameplay. Here's the problem with that. The whole theory that this was designed around is that people can play what they want and come up with compositions that work around what they want. When you do this sort of thing and force people into these positions of having to choose and only having to have, or only able to have, a couple of things in each role, you are taking away their creative ability to come up with a team composition that works vastly differently from a meta, whatever. Now, they said that this whole idea was supposed to introduce a new meta. But in reality, they're taking the ability to create that away because they are forcing you to only play with 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS, or whatever. It wouldn't matter what composition of those roles they came up with. They would still be limiting the players when the whole point was to give them freedom to be able to do that. Not to mention, it is a very small percentage of people that actually want this. And I don't think that you should go gung-ho over an idea just because you talk to a couple of streamers about it. You know, there are thousands of people who stream the game. There are thousands of content creators. There are even more who play the game that don't create content and don't stream. But the message that this puts forth is that their voice doesn't matter. You only want to know what the people who are putting your game on the front page, or trying to, you only care what they think. You don't care about the people that are actually paying for the game. Because there are a lot more players than there are actual streamers / content creators. This would not be the first mistake that Blizzard has made. Now, obviously, a lot of you that watch this will know this. Let's move to another one. They've also decided that mobile games is the way to go. It's only up from there, guys. We've got this huge PC and now console based community. Granted, console's a little smaller, but that's okay. I mean, Blizzard games started out on PC. They eventually expanded into console. People love their games on console, the ones that they actually made for it. That's great. You know what nobody wanted? Fucking mobile apps. You know what everybody got? Fucking mobile apps. And in the face of the shit show that was BlizzCon 2018, they decide that they're going to focus more on mobile gaming platforms. Now, for those of you who don't remember what happened that disgraceful day in history, which isn't actually history yet, it's still pretty fucking recent, people. We've had Diablo 3 for a very long time. We got the Necromancer patch. That's all well and good. It was enjoyable. It was fun. I don't think I should have paid $20 for it, but whatever. Blizzard has also had a history of charging people way too much money for what they actually give them. Look at PFA. Steaming pile of shit. $60. Look at Warlords of Draenor. Didn't get really any of what was promised to us. Steaming pile of shit. $60. You want a mount in World of Warcraft? $30. You want a pet in World of Warcraft? $15. Oh, and here's the kicker, as if they hadn't cut your fucking balls off already with all of the, here, have a mount, we're going to charge you for it. Here, have a shitty X-Pack, we're going to charge you for it. No, on top of that, they charge you to play it too. So, they give us shit and they charge us to play the shit. Anyway, moving on. They're not learning from their past mistakes here. BlizzCon 2018. Diablo fans that are a PC-based community, and yes, on console too, but to be fair, the PC community has always been bigger, are hoping for a Diablo 4 reveal. Something of that nature. Maybe a little more Diablo 3 content, maybe they're still working on Diablo 4 and they need some more time. Okay, give us a new class, give us a small expansion, give us another act, something, anything. And the curtain comes back, and what do we get? A pile of shit. Diablo fucking Immortal. Don't you guys have phones? Yes! Yes, I do have a phone. I have a lovely phone. I have an $800 phone. That doesn't mean that I want to play the game that I have played for all of its life. You know when I play on my phone? When I'm taking a shit. I don't want to play Diablo while I'm taking a shit. And you know what I don't want to play more than Diablo while I'm taking a shit? A game that looks like Diablo that was made by a Chinese company that's a cover of another game that's still shit. That's what I don't want to do. I want a game that I can come home to and sit on my PC and play. Not a piece of shit. And that's all they're giving us for the last 2-3 years is shit after shit after shit and more shit on top of shit. You might as well get a fucking cart and a shovel. In other news, Bethesda has plagiarized a campaign module from Dungeons & Dragons. Oh dear. As if Tom Howard hadn't made enough fucking mistakes already. He let this one go. Well, we got the bag fiasco. People were promised these awesome canvas bags, and they got, guess what? You nailed it. A plastic piece of shit. They promised an open world MMO full of new features, new content. What did they get? Recycled shit that doesn't work. You can't log in half the time. All the textures and all the mobs are recycled. Shit. And now they're copying the games of others. This does not bode well for the Bethesda franchise. Not at all. So, boys and girls, it looks like Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be what kills both of these companies. Actually, you know what? It's not going to kill them. It's just going to replace what they had because they're doing a damn fine job of killing themselves. In my opinion, for Blizzard, Ian Hazakostas is the worst thing ever to happen to that company. They hired him because he was the loudest voice. He played their games. He did find a thing or two that was wrong that definitely needed addressing. However, he's a lawyer. He's not a game producer. He has insulted the player base multiple times to their faces. They can't balance. They can't balance WoW. They can't balance Heroes of the Storm. They can't balance Hearthstone. So the lawyers that are now producing one of the games that has been a monument for years clearly don't know how to do simple addition. They're still trying to pound the square peg into the round hole, and then they're getting mad at us for it when it doesn't work. You know, I never thought that in my lifetime I would see the death of a company as big as Blizzard or Bethesda. But I can guarantee you, going the way that they're going in the next 2 years, there's not going to be a Bethesda. There's not going to be a Blizzard Entertainment. And if there is, it's going to be this hollowed out shell of its former self. It's that way now. They've fired so many people. None of the founding fathers are left. They're all gone. We don't have any of the true inspiration behind Blizzard products as it takes to make a good game. So, all the power to Project Red. I hope that they make something that just kicks these guys' ass and shows them, no, your players are important. You put something out when it's ready, not when you want to make another fucking dollar. So those are my thoughts. Tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. And ladies and gents, I will see you in another video. I have a few seconds left, so by all means, watch me play FF14 and kill this fucking dragon here. Let's see how long this takes. Nope, that's red stuff on the ground. Better move into that. That's a lot of people in WoW don't know that either. A lot of people in that game don't know that. 14, good game. Check it out when you got a few bucks. It's pretty cheap now. Alright. Take care. I'm out.